Yo guys, today we're gonna see what the difference is between a cheap and expensive wonton noodle soup here in Hong Kong. Let's go!
Now we're going to try the wonton noodle. It's the cheapest place in Hong Kong. Okay, come, let's go. Just over here.
Okay, so now we're about to order some Hong Kong noodles, and here's the menu card, and there are different options. Can you
We're
tell?
going to order the wonton noodles. So wonton means.
Enjoy. Thank you. Okay, we just got our wonton noodles. Let's see. Okay, so the wonton soup have three parts, right? It has the soup, the wonton, and noodles. So
Let's try it.
this is the cheap wonton noodles. So let me try it. Let me go for the wonton. Okay. The dough is soft, and there's shrimp and pork inside. It's interesting because the pork flavor doesn't really come out. It's only mainly the shrimp flavor that I can taste, and the dough is really soft and nice.
Try the soup.
Let me try a scoop of the soup. The soup doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's kind of salty, and it tastes a little bit like seaweed, even though I don't think there's seaweed in it, but that's just the feeling I get, that it tastes a bit like seaweed. Okay, let's go for the noodles. The noodles are pretty plain, but they do have a little bit of a flavor of ammonia. That's very typical for these wonton noodles. They have a little bit of ammonia flavor.
Yes, because they make it more crunchy. That's why. The texture is more tense or something. Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good deal for the price.
Yes.
Like you can get like a pretty nice sizable meal, and you don't get extremely full, but you get full enough that it counts as a meal, and you can get this for just 30 Hong Kong dollars. How's the taste?
Really good.
Is it worth $30?
Yes.
And what's that over here? You can add some chili sauce, chili oil.
Yeah.
Do most people like to add that?
Yes. Just brings more fragrance. Some people will adding the vinegar to balance the ammonia, its flavor and taste.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. For me, I like the flavor, very unique.
This is how you eat like a pro. What are those swinging things for?
Distract the flies.
Flies? Distract them.
And
You mean
just like-
scare them, right?
Yeah.
Scare them away.
Yes, yes. Distract.
Distract them. Okay, we're going to Shangwan now to try the expensive wonton noodles. Let's go!
Excited?
Yay!
Yeah, mate. We're going in there.
I guess you don't wanna walk in here when you're drunk. Look at all the plates. Yo guys, so right now we are in front of the fancy wonton place and we're about to try the more expensive wonton and compare it and see how it is. Actually, this wonton is a Michelin star wonton. Look at it. We are about to try the very fancy wonton. It looks super delicious and it has a really, you can see the dough is more thin than it is on the cheaper version. Let's try.
Okay.
This is really, really good.
Which one's better?
I like this one more. The dough is really thin and the inside, the shrimp is crispy. I don't think there's pork in this one, is it? This one
No.
is shrimp only.
Yeah. The pork doesn't have that much.
Actually, I prefer the shrimp only because you get more of a clean shrimp taste. Because you never know really, you don't really know what kind of meat they use in the pork one. Like you don't know which part of the pork they use, and since it's cheap, it's like it's probably not the best part. But this is like a really nice shrimp they put inside.
But it's like a 1 ton. 1 pint.
Yeah. I mean, I like to bite it in half, but you can pretty much just eat it in one bite, basically. Let's try the noodles.
The soup first.
Soup first. Okay.
Yeah. Always taste the soup first. Always.
Let's see what the soup is like.
I can taste the pepper. Like a pepper.
Yeah, it's a bit peppery and it has this flavor of ammonia that is very typical for the wonton soup noodles.
Wonton noodle. The noodle, because to make the texture is more tense.
Yeah, the ammonia taste comes from the noodles, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go for the noodles. They're very light, and it feels like they have a little bit of oil on the outside. This noodle is a little bit more oily than the other one, but it still has that ammonia flavor. And I think this ammonia flavor is a little bit more mild, and I think this whole wonton noodle soup is more mild than the other one.
Yeah.
Let's try the tea that you get with the meal. What kind of tea is this?
I think it's like
Pu'er.
Yeah, pu'er.
Pu'er.
普洱.
Pu'er tea.
普洱茶.
One of my favorite Chinese teas.
Yeah, in Cantonese we call 普洱茶.
It has sort of a smoky flavor. It's one of those teas that you might not like the first time you try it, but the more you drink it, the more addictive it just gets. Yeah. See, look at it.
Actually, I prefer the last one in Mongkok, that one.
No, I prefer this one.
Why?
Because the other one, it has like a lot of pork with some weird texture. You don't really like know what you're eating. This one is more clean. You just get the shrimp. It's just like you know all the time what you're eating. You're eating a shrimp. But the pork one it's just like a weird cluster of texture that you don't really know what you're eating.
No, the traditional is with you have to be with the pork and shrimp. That's called wonton noodle. It's not the only shrimp.
I like this one. It's just clean with shrimp, and the guy is really good at making them. It looks like.
Most of the people, the chef, I don't know, they're making the wonton, of course, is good. Otherwise, they can. But I prefer the Mongkok.